everybody, welcome to the other side of the tracks here with Lucinda and Michael again today in our shed in northwestern Connecticut, where we've been doing a lot of recording, a lot of analog recording, kicking it old school. This is the second week in our series of the other side of the tracks, giving you the background on the tracks of Songs from the Shed Volume 2. And today we're going to be talking about the song Walking in New York. I guess I can give you a little bit of background on that. It was something that came to me in about 20 minutes, leaving a Target store of all things. I got in the car and started to drive, and the next thing I knew, I wasn't paying much attention to anything else except writing this song. Got home, sat down in the living room, picked up my acoustic guitar and played the riff for Michael, and literally 25 minutes later, we had a song that we really loved. Brought it into the studio and thought it was going to go one way, and the song ended up becoming something completely different. It grew legs, it had a life of its own, and it was really a lot of fun to record. I'm really fond of this one in particular because I get to play on it. I like to play acoustic guitar. I don't get to do it as often as I used to. So it was fun to lay down that track. So how did we come up with the treatment for this one?
The jazz treatment, I guess you call it. How did we come up with it? I don't, it just kind of fit. I don't know. I just started noodling around a couple of little chords over the top of what you played. And it seemed to work. I don't know. Do you want to say like a Joni Mitchell-y kind of feel?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. We were going in a completely different direction with this. It was, you know, a pretty ballad, and it was kind of a singer-songwriter feel, but it was almost wanting that kind of Larry Carlton guitar sound on there.
If only we had Larry Carlton.
Yeah, well, I do. You're sitting right there. But I got to play on this, so let's see how the track's set up.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I brought home from my little trip to Target, and sat down in the living room and played that for Michael. And I had the words written, and then you brought your stuff into it.
Just for a little color. Just throw a little color on the top. But that's the way it started out.
Walking in New York, don't feel the same.
Nice. Add a little brushwork.
Rambled these canyons while the seasons did blow. Smelled all the flowers.
What else does it need?
Jumped through the snow.
But
we
did something a little bit different with the drums on this, didn't we?
We put 2 isolated tracks up with brushes. Usually we just do a stereo pair on the drums, but these are 2 separate tracks altogether. Almost sounds like a marching band. Fun. But again, we didn't think that all kind of happened during the recording process. It kind of changed direction a little bit for the better, I think. I mean, it just, you know.
Right. Our original plan for the song completely changed when we started talking about what we were going to do as far as the drum track was concerned. Mm-hmm. And when we came up with the 2 tracks in that brushy cocktail kind of jazz mode, the simplicity and the nakedness of it was really great, and it was haunting underneath all of the guitar work.
It makes you really feel like you're walking through.
Right, yeah. So that was a really particular thing for me with the way this one came around. Yeah. And we've gotten a lot of really good response on this particular song.
It's fun.
The nice thing about it is that we can take the song and still go out and play it in an acoustic format without feeling like we're missing all of that production value. And I think that's a really important thing to say to other writers and other people that record, that if you are going to take your material out into a much smaller format, whether it's in a restaurant, a small club, a small concert, a coffee house, an open mic, that you should know that you're going to be able to perform that material and still have it be very genuine and true to the song,
Right.
as it always started. Because most really great songs start with a piano and a vocal, or a guitar and a vocal,
Yeah, that's it.
and this is how they grow. So again, here we are, the other side of the tracks in northwestern Connecticut. We do hope that you are enjoying our little video series, and that you'll keep in touch with us every week. We've got a 10-week series here with the 10 songs on Songs from the Shed Volume 2, and we'll see you next week.
Streetlights are shining, but the light seems so dim. Traffic and churches, parks painted in sin.